Hey, Rigsby here, and in today's episode, I want to talk with you about how to avoid making business complicated. Let's get to it.
Welcome to the Fitness Business School podcast, the show for fitness business owners who want to grow their income, increase their impact, and improve their lifestyle. Be sure to listen till the end of this episode because we have a brand new special offer exclusive for listeners. So stay tuned.
Let's face it, business is going to be a challenge, right? It's pursuing something that the average person doesn't pursue. So ideally, you can have something that isn't common, isn't average. The things that business success can provide, and what it is a challenge. It doesn't have to be all that complicated. In short, you've got these three core kind of on-stage units, if you will. You have unit one, we've got what we call connect. And really that's just where you're connecting with the right prospects. Now, I use the word connect. I've seen other people use the word attract. And for me, connect just feels like the word of intent when it comes to this. Like it's our job to connect with people. It's not our job just to magnetically pull people towards us. You can eventually get there. I want to be proactive as a business owner, at least to generate momentum. And so that's where we connect with those right prospects. Don't make it complicated. Pick 2 to 4 things to connect with new people each and every month and do them well, right? Make sure they speak to your right person. And for most training businesses, you need to get 1 to 2 leads a day from those 2 to 4 connect tactics. And what's great is you may cycle through 2 or 3 things, but if you're tracking what you're doing with the connect unit, it's going to show itself pretty clearly and pretty quickly which works, which don't, and you discard the ones that are not serving you well, and you double down on the winners, and before long you have a strong connect unit that consistently fills your pipeline with the right prospects. The second unit is the convert unit, and this is simply where we're following up with those people who've shown interest in what we do and how we can help them move towards their goals and maybe away from the problems that they're facing. And our follow-up should be moving them towards becoming a client. And it's not all that complicated. You have some sort of choreographed new lead system that ideally for the first 2 to 3 weeks is going to structure people to what your best offer is, your irresistible offer. It's going to systematically move them towards that. It's going to introduce it, invite them to that next step. In best case scenarios, through a couple different channels, like maybe email and text message or email, text, and phone. And you're going to weave in some benefits, why it would be advantageous for them to experience this. You're going to weave in some social proof to validate that this does work. It's not just you selling it, it's other people experiencing it. And we will get a percentage of those people to act right then and there. And then for those who don't, we move to the next stage, and that's just consistent, ongoing follow-up. I think most of us we've heard that, it takes X number of contacts or touches for somebody to become a client or a customer. That's really what this boils down to. If somebody doesn't make the decision to do business with you in that first kind of initial 2 to 3 week period, then we just follow up. For me, that's usually a very consistent flow of emails. We encourage clients to do 2 to 3 emails a week, and if they can weave in some text messages, all the better. But be consistent, keep evergreen offers in front of people, and periodically mix in a deadline-driven offer to incentivize people to take action instead of procrastinating or delaying. And most importantly, just stay with it. Help people get to know you. Demonstrate how you can help. Let them kind of gain the trust that you are the right solution for them. So when they are ready, they pick you. And then the third unit, for the businesses that I spend the bulk of my time with, that's going to be coaching. Now, in some cases, it's delivery if they're selling something that's not coaching, right? A partner in a supplement company, so there's a deliverable there, right? But that third unit, that's what we do on a daily basis to deliver that dream come true result through an experience the people we're serving that they're actually going to enjoy. It's going to make them happy. And that's kind of the epicenter of all of this, because if you do that, then they're going to stay longer. They're going to refer more. So their lifetime value for your business is going to be greater. Your lifetime value for their quality of life and the pursuit of their goals is going to be greater. And if you're making them feel important and helping them enjoy the process, then they're gonna be more consistent. They're gonna get better results. Those results are gonna stick. And once we have those three kind of units in place, now we focus on, okay, I need to pay myself first, so I need to optimize my income. And so you have to be able to operate those three units profitably, and then scale them to the level that allows you to earn what you want to earn, accomplishing the next two. Like, you need to be able to have the impact you want to have for professional fulfillment. I think most of us, that's a big piece of us in business. It's not just a transactional thing. We want to transform people. So there's an impact component to this. So figure out how many people you want to impact, what type of impact you want to have, and it's just clarity on what impact means to you. I see a lot of people throw around, I want to change 1 million lives, and not be really specific about what that means. Okay, does that mean free YouTube videos reaching that many people or having that many views? Or does it mean a deep impact where you're actually coaching people on a consistent basis to change their own life and then have that cascading impact on the lives of those around them? That's entirely up to you, but you need to choose. And so once we have those three units in place, we have to meet our income goals, we have to meet our impact goals, and then we can start to think in terms of optimizing our lifestyle, both in and outside of work. You need to figure out what your best role is in your business, and you need to build around your strengths. Then you can establish your guardrails that'll allow you to operate those three units at a really high level, enjoying your personal life too, right? We shouldn't live to work. Work is an important part. I know it's an important part of my life, and I know it's an important part of the entrepreneurial people I get to spend time with lives too. It's not something they just tolerate. That's not why we started a business. But it shouldn't be the only part of our life, right? We need to have guardrails in place so we can live the life that we want to live. And that's business, right? If you create your ideal business around those things, you're going to be a pretty happy, pretty successful person. Now, I don't know anybody else who teaches it that way with those components, but, and I don't want to act as if there aren't nuances there, right? Because operations and finance and operations, including team, are part of scaling that. But not everybody has a large under-roof team, right? Some of the people listening to this may be solopreneurs, and that's fine too. But really, your connect, convert, coach, or deliver, it starts with you, and then we scale through other people. We optimize the systematic approach to doing it when the demand for what we do exceeds the supply that we personally can provide. But you'll hear a lot of people that I feel like they're eager to make it sound more complicated than that. And maybe the underlying reasons because they want to make you dependent on them. If it sounds really difficult, then they have to be the guide to navigate you through the wilderness. But it's just not that complicated. Now, that doesn't mean that we aren't all better with coaches. We aren't all better with guides. Obviously, for 95% of the people listening to this, our livelihood depends on people being better with the support of a coach. But there's definitely some power and beauty and simplicity and not overcomplicating it, not falling in love with just kind of gluing together random tactics and forgetting the bigger picture of what we're trying to build and why we're trying to build it. So take a look at the business through this lens, and that's your roadmap to creating the business you want. And if you would like my help in dialing this in as it relates to you and your goals, just shoot me an email at pat@patrigsby.com and we can connect to do some game planning or craft your more involved blueprint so you can have your ideal business. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Fitness Business School. Before you go, I have a quick announcement. One of the things that we've been doing with our current clients is taking them through this ideal business diagnostic. And really what it is this checklist that allows you to pinpoint exactly what your business needs next so you can keep improving, keep growing, and build a business that you love to own. One that pays you well, one that allows you to have the impact you want to have, and one that allows you to have a lifestyle that you truly enjoy. In this diagnostic, we walk through everything and we do an evaluation and can instantly pinpoint what you need to do next to build that business that you want. I'm going to extend this opportunity to get on with either me or my team and take you through this evaluation and fix your business's most vital needs fast. So if we take you through this, you're going to be able to make those vital changes that you need to finally have what I call your ideal business. If you'd be interested in going through this entirely free, risk-free diagnostic with us and learn what you already have in place, what you're doing well, and where your greatest opportunities for rapid improvement are, just shoot me an email with diagnostic in the subject line to pat@patrigsby.com. Again, an email to pat@patrigsby.com with diagnostic in the subject line will get you scheduled and take you through this evaluation to help you build the business you want.